Hey everyone, Mr. Cody here. I'm going to be showing you how to do a couple tips and tricks that I use when I work out, especially during this coronavirus season. You know, everyone's staying inside. So if you have a limited amount of room, that's okay. I'm going to be bringing you videos daily to show you a couple things that I use to stay in shape because we're indoors. Alright, so the first thing that I like to do at the beginning of my workout to warm up is abs. Not sure why I do it in the beginning. I run at the end of my workout. I just think it's a good way to warm up, get yourself a little bit loose, because I also do stretching in between, which I'm going to show you next. But I do want to start out with showing you how I do my ab workout routine. So what I start with is just normal sit-ups. So I put my legs here at a 90-degree angle, back flat on the ground. I know a lot of you like to reach behind your head like this and lock your fingers together. That's okay. Some of you just grab your ears like this. That's cool too. I used to do that, but now what I actually do is I like to grab here, right next to my collarbone, and hook my fingers like this behind my shoulder so I can hang on and make sure that my elbows touch my mid-thigh right there, right around where that Nike symbol is. You can go down a little further, but I don't like to go up any further because you're extending yourself too far if you go too far up. So right here is a good spot to aim for with your elbows if you like to hold your shoulders the way I do. So this is just an example of a couple. Also, you don't want your back to come off the ground, so don't go like this and lunge yourself forward, or else it's going to strain your back and you're not going to get a good workout for your abs. Now this next part that I like to do is right after you're done doing the sit-ups, you quickly turn over and then you start doing side crunches. So this is how I do them. Go right from here, just turn over real quick. I like to put my hand here, my other hand behind my ear, and I'll just point my elbow towards my knee. So it doesn't feel like a huge range of motion when you're doing it, but if you do 20 of them, like I do with every single piece of this workout, I forgot to mention that last time, but I do 20 of these, then I flip over the other side, and 20 right here, like that. Next, what I do is I like to go between my knees like this, keep my arms extended, and just do short little crunches like this, so that I touch the top of my knees. 20 of those as well. Next thing I do, I put my heels in the air like this, touch my heels, 20 of those. Super simple. Last thing I do, I like to sit up here, put my hands behind my butt, feet in the air, rock back, and in. 20 of those. Alright, so after you finish that one, you're finished with the set. So you should have done 20 reps each of 6 different ab workouts. In between that, I like to do stretching. So that's what I'm going to show you next. Now the way that I do my stretches is I've been doing it for years. So feel free to follow along. This is how I begin. Legs straight out like this, but don't put your feet together. They should have maybe like 3-4 inches apart. And I just like to bend in, stretch, hold myself here. Sometimes I like to grab onto my legs like this if I can't really feel like I'm getting too far. And hold it for about 10-12 seconds, or until you feel like you got a good stretch in, and slowly let yourself come back. You don't want to do this thing. I see a lot of people doing like toe touches, like standing up and they're like bouncing up and down. That actually tightens your ligaments and everything. So it's actually counter effective for stretching. So you want to go real slow and then slow back when you're done with the stretch. The next one is actually my personal favorite. It's the butterfly. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with that. So I just put my feet together here, put my elbows on my legs or on my knees, wherever I can reach it, and grab onto my feet here, onto my ankles, and just bring my forehead down as far as I can towards my feet. And you want to hold it for about maybe 10-12 seconds like the last one, and then when you come back up, slowly let yourself back up. Don't do what I was doing and flick your head back up. I was just doing that so I could talk to you guys. Third is what I like to do, the side by side. That's what I call it. So what I do is I extend my one leg out here, the other one stays in, and I reach over my head towards my foot, stretch that for about 10 seconds, hold it, and slowly bring yourself back. Other side. And that's that. Next one I do is the one that I find the hardest, the split stretch. So I just try and get my legs open as much as I can, not super flexible. And if you are flexible, usually you can just rock forward and touch the ground. I actually am way off balance, so I don't want to do that. And if you are off balance like me, don't try and hold yourself up, because that's going to also be counterproductive for you stretching. So I just plant my hands on the ground, let myself lean forward, push myself a little bit if I have to. Do that for about 10 seconds, and then slowly let yourself back. Last one is when your feet are together, just like the first one, but with your feet right next to each other, just to complete the circuit of stretching. By the time you get back to this one, you should already notice that you're reaching farther into your feet than you were on the first stretch. Alright guys, so that's today's workout. It's just a quick little warm up. So fast recap, what I do is I do those 6 different ab workouts with 20 reps each, and in between that, I start to do all the stretches. I actually personally do that all 3 times. So I'll do all the sit-ups, then all the stretches, all the sit-ups, all the stretches, all the sit-ups, all the stretches. Another thing that I like to do, I'll give you guys a little bit of insider on my off days. If I'm not feeling like doing abs, this is actually what I'll be doing. Everyone's favorite, planks. So this is super self-explanatory, very simple. This is one of the easier workouts to do if you're not feeling like doing tons and tons of sit-ups. Maybe you could start out with this. All you got to do, make yourself flat like this. Put your elbows next to you and just raise yourself up like this, so your body is parallel to the ground. Super easy. Maybe not for everybody, but you could start by having your knees here and just going up from your knees. So like this, just so that your back here is parallel with the ground. It doesn't have to look like a ramp, so you don't have to have your body like this. You want it more like that. So hold that for about 30 seconds is what I do. Not too bad. But then the next thing, turn to my side, make sure that my elbow's underneath my shoulder here, and go up for a side plank. Hold that for about 30 seconds. Obviously, gotta get the other side too. Do that for 30 seconds. And then the last thing that I like to do after that one, just like quick little butterfly kicks like this for about 30 seconds. That one's pretty hard. And then I like to top it off with some Russian twists. If you don't know what that is, all you do, either grab a weight if you want to challenge yourself, or hold your hands together like this. Feet in the air, twist yourself back and forth like this, and touch the ground. 1, 2. I'm going to do about 30 of those. Wow, I'm pretty much already out of breath from just showing you guys what I was doing. I didn't even do the full workout, but as you can see, it's a great way to keep yourself fit. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys with the next video. So thanks so much for viewing. See you there next time.